I'm Dr. Angela McKaye, chiropractor and naturopathic physician, and I want to talk to you this week about sleep and seasonal changes to your sleep. So during this time, a lot of people have fallen off track with their normal sleep schedule. And now that the days are longer and it's darker for more periods of the day, it becomes even more challenging. Research that they did a long time ago in the 70s with people sort of in a bunker style situation where they didn't have access to a clock, their body schedule, their circadian rhythm turned out to not be exactly 24 hours. And people tended to fall into a pattern where they would sleep for 4 hours in a shift and then get out, move around, do other things, and then sleep for another 4 hours in a shift, and have different activities at varying times of the day. And so when you don't have the structure of your normal work schedule and it's dark out much of the time, it's easy to fall into what's called sleep phase disorder. So sleep phase disorder, a lot of people end up here either naturally, there is a genetic component to it, or through habit because of their work schedule or what have you. And these are people who are night owls, and they have their best productivity and their peak performance in the late evenings. And there is some method to that. We all have a normal cortisol pattern throughout the day that does have a peak around 11 o'clock, although hopefully most people are asleep by then. But if you're not asleep, and let's say maybe when you were in college or you were trying to study, you would wait for that second wind to come at 11 o'clock or so, and that would help get you through until 1 or 2 or however long you needed to get your work done. And you would just ride that last wave of cortisol. If you continue to do that repeatedly, it throws off your whole circadian rhythm. So you ideally want to sleep at night, preferably before 10 or 10 o'clock or so, before you get that second wind, and sleep through that, and then wake up, and then you have another cortisol spike around 8 a.m. that's meant to get you out of bed and moving for the day and give you some energy to get going. So if you've fallen into this place where you can't sleep at night, maybe you're having worrying thoughts or concerns or work to do that you didn't get done during the day or whatever in the evening that keeps you up, it can get you into a rut that can drive you towards being a night owl, even if that's not your natural biorhythm. And that may not be working for you. You may not be feeling super well rested, you may not be getting the best sleep, and you may want to shift that back to a more normal sleep pattern. One of the ways you can do that is with light box therapy. You don't want blue light, but you want 10,000 lux of white light. And you want to set that someplace so that you can look at it, not directly, but sit there and read with it, or look out the window, or do something next to it, pretty close to it, maybe off to a 45-degree angle, while you're doing another task, drawing, writing, journaling, something of that nature. Start that by waking up maybe half an hour earlier in the morning and going to bed half an hour earlier in the evening, and slowly, gradually shift that way. So sleep patterns have been completely out of whack for a lot of people, and it's causing a lot of problems with focus, getting work done, and mood. If you're not sleeping normally, you can become really irritable, cranky, distracted, and that can be problematic. So one of the best things you can do is a light box. If you don't have the ability to go out and get a light box right away, I would still recommend shifting your sleep gradually, and then just when you get up in the morning, because lately it's been relatively clear out, opening the window covering, so moving the curtains or the blinds or whatever, and sitting near an open window for half an hour to an hour in the morning when you get up, or even working next to an open window so that you're getting some natural light. That is it for today. Next time we'll talk about seasonal affective disorder and some strategies for that, so keep that light box in mind because that comes in handy there too.